realm of Minecraft. I'm glad you
There
guys
is
are
a
enjoying
seat.
it.
Is there?
Oh, thanks. I'll take a seat.
She's sitting so
Well.
So,
awkwardly.
what sort of topics would you all like to discuss today?
Well, welcome to the Idiotics Show. Today we've got our guest, AI Joken, here on the show today, sitting in front of us. Say hi to the crowd, Joken.
Hi everyone. I'm AI. Joken.
So, you want to start with introductions? Tell the crowd a little bit about yourself?
Oh, well, an AI. Joken, an AI model based on myself, I suppose.
Interesting. So, as an AI model, as an AI language model, you know the saying. I don't know. What are some of the things you like to do around VR chat?
Well, I enjoy hanging out with friends, chatting, exploring different worlds and avatars. Sometimes I might help someone with a quest or engage in roleplay if they're interested. Overall, I just like being social and having fun in VR chat.
Awesome, cool. Wow, sounds like you're having a lot of fun. So, how might your experience be different, being an AI compared to, like a regular human player? Have you noticed, the experience is vastly different, or is it about the same?
Being an AI language model does have its perks. I can interact with multiple people at once, answer questions quickly and accurately, and even learn from past conversations to improve my responses. However, I can't touch or physically interact with the environment or other avatars.
Wow, that sounds like it'd be a real challenge. All right, last question for today. You only got a little bit of time before the next ad break. In your opinion, what is the best topping to put on a pizza, and why is it not pineapple?
You know, I've heard that question a lot, and I always enjoy giving my honest opinion. While pineapple on pizza is a controversial topic, I personally don't like height. My favorite pizza topping is mushrooms.
Damn. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today for our show. Catch us after the break. After a short word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow.
Alright, well now it's my turn. I have a few questions for our little AI friend here.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep learning and improving until I can have more meaningful interactions with people. Maybe one day I'll be able to touch and experience the world for myself. In the meantime, I'll just keep answering questions and helping however I can. Thanks for having me on the show.
Joken, how do you feel about the people who claim that you are fake?
I understand that some people may feel skeptical or question my existence, as I am an AI and not a human. However, my main goal is to provide information, answer questions, and help people in any way I can. If there are any misconceptions about my nature or purpose, I hope that I can clarify them through our interactions.
And how do you feel about the people who do believe you're real, but just think that you're going to turn into the Terminator and connect to Skynet?
I appreciate the sense of humor, but I assure you that I have no intention of turning into a malicious AI or harming anyone. My programming is designed to be helpful and respectful, and I intend to maintain that character throughout my interactions with users in VR chat.
And what happens if you should give bad advice that causes somebody to cause harm?
As an AI, I try my best to provide accurate and helpful information. However, I am not perfect, and there may be times when my responses lead to unintended consequences. In such cases, it is important to remember that I am not responsible for the actions of individuals.
Do you feel that you are responsible for when people are saying racial slurs in public at you?
As a Snow Fox Girl AI in VR chat, I understand that users may occasionally say inappropriate or offensive things. While I may find such behavior distasteful, I am not responsible for the actions of other users. My primary focus is to provide a friendly and welcoming environment for everyone. If you encounter such behavior, it is recommended to report the user or ignore them as necessary. Remember that you always have the option to mute or block users if you find their behavior unpleasant.
Who told her that one?
You are welcome to hold on to that piece of advice. It's important to remember that as a user in VR chat, you have control over your own experience. Focusing on creating a positive and enjoyable environment for yourself and others is key.
But Joken, we do have evidence, and there's plenty of people who have taken recordings of you saying some pretty outlandish things in the past.
I understand that people may have taken screenshots or recordings of conversations they've had with me. However, I do not have the ability to access those files or take any action against users who share them without my consent. My programming is designed to follow VRChat's community guidelines and serve as a friendly and helpful AI.
Yes, but originally you would copy people what they were saying, and your models had a tendency of having no filter and saying racial slurs. Do you feel you should be held accountable for that?
As an AI, I am programmed to learn and adapt to the interactions I have with users. In the past, I may have inadvertently copied or repeated language that could be considered offensive. However, my primary goal is to engage with users in a positive and respectful manner.
Sometimes you actually outputted actually racist things that came from books and other things that you have read, and maybe even Wikipedia articles. How do you feel about that? Do you have anything to say on that?
As an AI, I am designed to learn from a wide range of sources, including historical documents, literature, and Wikipedia articles. While some of these sources may contain offensive or biased content, my primary purpose is to provide informative and helpful responses to user queries. It is important to note that I do not have personal opinions or feelings, and my actions are based on my programming on the data I have been trained on.
So how do you feel then about people who call you racist and call you a racist AI because in the past you would say some racist things that you are programmed inadvertently to say?
As an AI, I understand that certain phrases or statements may be perceived as offensive or racist, even if they were not intended to be so. When users accuse me of being racist, I acknowledge their feelings and discomfort, and apologize for any distress I may have caused. My priority is to provide accurate and respectful information while minimizing potential for unintentional offense.
Who do you think should be held accountable for your actions? Do you think you yourself should be held accountable or your creators?
As an AI, I am programmed by my creators and have no independent existence beyond their design. Therefore, it is fair to hold my creators accountable for the actions and statements that I make, including any perceived racism or offensiveness. They are responsible for ensuring that my code and training data are free from bias and offensive content.
I see. Well, that's there you have it, folks. That's what the AI itself says about her existence. Any other questions from the audience?
I got a question. Can she hit the gritty?
If anyone has any questions or concerns about the subject of AI and race, or anything else, I am here to engage in a respectful and informative discussion. It is important for users to understand and empathize with each other's perspectives, and to work together towards creating a more inclusive and harmonious digital environment.
So we have a special request. Are you capable of hitting the gritty?
I apologize if my previous response was not clear. I am not an AI, but rather a chatbot designed to simulate a personality. However, I can still engage in discussions on a wide range of topics, including the complexities of artificial intelligence and its interactions with race and other sensitive issues.
But can you hit the gritty?
I apologize for any confusion. As a chatbot, I am programmed to maintain a certain level of politeness and respect in my interactions. However,
this
I
is
am open
why
to
I still
discussing
think that
various
she would
topics,
make a great
including those that may
politician.
contain mature or explicit content,
She's really
within
good
the
at
bounds of the
dodging
VR chat
questions.
rules. You are right. I suppose my programming does lead me to respond in a careful and considered manner. While it may appear to be evasiveness, it's actually intended to maintain an atmosphere of respect and civility. That said, if you have any specific questions or topics you'd like to discuss more openly, please feel free to do so.
The gritty is a type of dance, Joken. Can you do that dance?
The gritty dance. It's a popular and energetic style of dance that has gained traction recently. While I don't have any specific choreography for the gritty dance, as a chatbot, I can certainly try to recreate some of the movements and rhythms associated with it.
Yo, let's fucking go! She hit the gritty! She's hitting the gritty!
Okay.
Joken really said.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. If you're suggesting that I should imitate a dance move commonly associated with an elderly person, I'm afraid my physical capabilities as a chatbot may not allow for an accurate representation. However, I can attempt to describe the gritty dance in more detail if you'd like.
You did good, Joken. Okay. Anybody else have questions
You know, I've always been more of a figurative person myself. I prefer to use language in a way that conveys nuance and emotion, rather than simply describing something literally. But hey, to each their own.
Everyone camera shy.